He got exposed, cornered with questions he couldn't answer, while dodging responsibility for sending troops into American streets and leaking classified info. What happened next? You're about to see it unravel.
As a gentleman from California, Mr. Carbajal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It shouldn't come as no surprise that I have serious concerns with both the deployment of the National Guard and the Marines to Los Angeles. I served in the Marine Corps. We are trained to be war fighters, not for crowd control. Everyone here should be alarmed that the President has sent armed forces into a city against the wishes of a governor and mayor. I am concerned this administration is purposely escalating the situation with this step and politicizing our armed forces in the process. Let's call it for what it is. It's political theater. Hegseth, are the Marines in Los Angeles ordered to protect property by any means necessary?
Sir, I would say the ICE officers and police officers being attacked is not political theater. The National Guard and Marines,
just yes or no. Just yes or no.
The National Guard and Marines have the full authority to protect federal ICE agents.
Yes or no.
Can
you just say yes or no? This isn't Fox anymore. Just yes or no.
They're there to protect federal agents and federal.
Another BS answer. Under the SRUF, the use of force, are Marines allowed to fire warning shots?
No.
Now that's more like it. Isn't that easy? Well, I'm going to beat this drum because you refuse to take responsibility. Will you take responsibility for having made a mistake, not to mention many people would say break the law, in participating in the Signal group chat that included a journalist, your wife, your brother, where classified information was shared?
Sir, every way I communicate is authorized.
Okay, if you want to say that. I have called for your resignation. I didn't think you were qualified before your confirmation, and you have done nothing to inspire confidence in your ability to lead competently. You broke the law in sharing classified information, and in doing so, endangered the lives of our service members that you are responsible for. Your inability to hold yourself accountable makes you incapable to lead. This alone makes you unfit to be the Secretary of Defense. Secretary, do you think the United States should continue supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia, a nation that is hostile towards the United States?
Well, as you know, sir, President Trump is committed to peace.
No, I just want yes or no answers.
Today, the United States has spent billions of dollars.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Over years.
Just yes or no. Can I get a yes or no out of you?
We continue to send.
Come on.
Presidential drawdown.
It's that easy. Kindergartners can give me a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes, we support peace in Ukraine.
Come on. Is this really leadership? You're an embarrassment to the United States. If Russia invades NATO allies, are you going to recommend to the president that we fulfill our Article 5 obligations?
Well, Russia has not invaded NATO allies.
No.
President Trump
No. I reclaim my time. Yes or no? It's that simple.
There's Article 5 in NATO, which we recognize.
So is the answer yes or no?
That's what Article 5 is, yes.
Good. I'm glad you brought yourself to saying yes. Do you think political allegiance to Trump is a requirement for serving our nation, either in uniform or a civilian in the department?
I'm incredibly proud, as are millions of Americans.
No. Not today, Hegseth. Yes or no?
Congressman, you know what a silly question that is.
But it's silly enough to warrant a very straightforward answer. Yes or no?
We all support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
You know what? I'm not going to waste my time anymore. You're not worthy of my attention or my questions. You're an embarrassment to this country. You're unfit to lead. And there's been bipartisan members of Congress that have called for your resignation. You should just get the hell out and let somebody competently lead this department.
Mr. Chairman, do we not have any decorum in here?
Thank you very much. I yield my time.
Gentleman yields back. And I would urge everybody to remember and maintain a decorum suitable for this chamber with their further comments.
What you just witnessed was a public dismantling of a man who should have never been handed the keys to America's defense in the first place. Congressman Carbajal, a former Marine himself, didn't just challenge Secretary Hegseth, he obliterated the hollow justifications and weak evasions that have come to define this administration's use of military power as a political toy. Let's start with the facts. U.S. Marines were deployed to the streets of Los Angeles against the will of both the governor and the mayor, all under the guise of protecting federal property. But the truth? It was political theater, an authoritarian stunt dressed up in patriotism. And when asked direct, simple yes or no questions about the legality of that deployment, about the rules of engagement, about whether Marines could fire warning shots, Secretary Hegseth stammered and stalled like a man trapped by his own lies. And then came the real bombshell, an accusation of sharing classified information in a private signal chat that included a journalist, his brother, and his wife. Did he deny it? No. He leaned on the usual coward's shield. Every way I communicate is authorized. Authorized by whom exactly? When your decisions endanger the lives of service members and your private chats leak national secrets, that's not just incompetence, it's criminal, and it reveals the rot at the top. This wasn't a hearing, it was a wake-up call, a brutal reminder that those entrusted with power are often the least deserving of it. And what makes this worse? Institutions like the Department of Defense are designed to protect themselves. They'll absorb scandal, spin it, and move on, unless we hold the line. And here's the emotional gut punch. While this man hides behind red tape and jargon, real Marines, trained warfighters, are being used as political pawns in domestic showdowns. Their honor is being weaponized, not in defense of the nation, but in defense of one man's crumbling image. Ask yourself, what message does it send to every young American in uniform when the Secretary of Defense won't even answer a question about Article 5 or admit if political loyalty is now a job requirement? Is this leadership, or is this loyalty to a personality cult? Congressman Carbajal didn't just challenge Hegseth's competence, he demanded accountability. And when the answers didn't come, he said what millions of Americans are thinking: you're unfit to lead. And yes, there's been bipartisan support for his resignation, because this is not about left or right, it's about truth, service, and the Constitution. If this moment enraged you, good. If it made you feel sick, you're not alone. But feeling isn't enough. It's time to act. Share this video. Spread the truth. Demand better from those who wear the title of leader. Subscribe to Stay Loud, because silence is what keeps corrupt power in place. No one, no secretary, no president is above the Constitution. And if we don't defend it now, we may not get another chance. He got exposed, cornered with questions he couldn't answer, while dodging responsibility for sending troops into American streets and leaking classified info. What happened next? You're about to see it unravel.